What is up, YouTube? So check this out. We literally have, hold on a second, 2 boxes of this mac and cheese. And I went and poured the noodles into a pan and turned the stove on to 8. And now that we have the noodles going in this hot water, I'm going to get these noodles nice and soft before we add our next ingredients. You just pour the noodles into a pan, add some water so that the water is just barely above the noodle level. And you start boiling the water. Get it nice and steamy. Just keep on stirring it. And eventually all these noodles are going to get nice and soft. And what we're going to add to it, what we're going to add to this mac and cheese, you'll see. Just keep watching. It's going to be awesome. Holy crap, he's cooking something else besides a bacon cheeseburger and a pizza? What the hell? Wait, this autistic retard can cook something else other than fucking bacon cheeseburgers and pizza? Well, color me shocked. You know, that's the thing of it. People treat me like I'm stupid, and I'm like, doesn't that make them stupid, not me? Anyways, put a little bit of water just above your noodles in the pan. Turn the stove on to 8. That's one setting below the highest setting. And this is just to get the pasta cooked up as quickly as we can, because the rest of these ingredients are going to go in real soon. Okay, I've had to redo this video like 3 times now, so hopefully 3rd time's the charm. The noodles are starting to look pretty good. I poured like 2 boxes in here, because that one box just wasn't enough. But this way I'll have some for later, you know what I'm saying? Like, never hurts to have leftovers. Started off kind of like yesterday, flipping out about stupid shit, but it's not as bad as it was yesterday. So I'm like, nope, I refuse to let my temper take a hold of me. I've dealt with stupider assholes on YouTube, so fuck it. Alright, now that we got that stirring up, once that water gets down to a certain level, we're going to add some more ingredients. We're going to add some evaporated milk, a whole can of that. Add some more water. Stir in some butter. And then add the cheese powder. And after we add the water, the water and the evaporated milk and the butter and the cheese powder, then we're going to throw some of this on top. Some of this chicken stuffing mix. And we're going to add some more butter on top of that with some peanut butter and some brown sugar. And we're just going to stir it all together. Add some water as it goes down. And just keep stirring it up until it's nice and cooked up. Like I said, I have no idea how this recipe is going to taste. All I know is I've seen people put peanut butter and cheese on a cracker. So I'm like, well, okay, same concept. I mean, if people like peanut butter and cheese mixed together, then, But before we add any sort of cheese powder or anything, we got to make sure our noodles are nice and soft. When you're making mac and cheese, you don't want hard noodles. That's just gross, in my opinion. Give it a stir. Alright. I don't know. What do you think? Those noodles look pretty soft. Let's give it a couple more minutes. Then we'll take our evaporated milk and our cheese powders. And some butter. Make this easier on ourselves. Let's open up our butter here. What do we got? We got a stick of butter. We could use some of this. Get one of those out. Now that the water's nice and bubbly, we'll keep stirring it. That water level's starting to go down just a little bit. It's where the pasta's just barely sitting above the surface. Usually you can tell if the pasta's done if it floats to the top. You notice when pasta is solid and uncooked, it just sinks to the bottom. Okay, so when you cook your mac and cheese in the boiling water on the stove, YouTube, you'll notice that when it's fully cooked, it floats to the top and sticks to the side. Beautiful. So we're going to turn this down to a medium heat. And we're going to add some butter, some cheese powder, some condensed milk, and maybe a little bit more water. We'll do this. I'm going to turn the camera this way so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to need 2 hands for this, so bear with me, folks. This is just a random recipe that I'm throwing together. And like I said, I have no idea how it's going to taste. No idea. Are we going to need this whole butter stick for this recipe? Probably not. Maybe a little under half of it. Or less. Give or take. We're not going to need that much, I don't think. So I'll go with like... cube in there, just like that. There we go. A little bit of that butter. And we're going to be adding more butter to it as we add the stuffing mix too, so I'm not worried about that. Right. Now after, I want to show you each step. Okay. Now that our noodles are cooked and that we've added the butter to it, let's add some other stuff to it. Take our condensed milk and just... or evaporated, I mean. We're going to take our evaporated milk and throw it in here. Son of a bitch. Okay, hold on a second. Oh yeah, the can opener freaking sucks, dude. So I'm gonna need to do this. Well, maybe I haven't figured it out yet. So I'm notoriously horrible with can openers. I'm sure the can opener works just fine, but I haven't figured out how to work it because I got a new one and. Luckily, we can use this this kitchen knife right here to open it up. Yeah, kitchen knife to open it up. And we're gonna dump we're gonna dump this evaporated milk straight in here. There we go. There we go. That's more like it. Give that a shake. Now for your 1 cup of evaporated milk, you're going to want to add 1 cup of water. So we'll go ahead and walk over to our sink, fill this up with some water. Alright, so 1 cup of this water on top of it. There we go. One cup of evaporated milk with 1 cup of water to go with it. And I want to add some more butter to it. We may end up using the rest of the stick for the whole recipe because this is a pretty big. Alright, so here's half the butter for the mac and cheese, and we'll save the other half for the stuffing mix. Alright. Now take a look what we have so far. You can see. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stir this around. All that butter is going to cook in there. Yep. We'll go ahead and turn this back up now to an 8. This will melt the butter faster. Let's see how soft the noodles are. Perfect. Beautiful. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, those are nice and soft. That's what we're looking for. Now that the butter's in there, let's add our cheese powder, shall we? Now I'm going to throw in our cheese powder into our pan. Show you how it's done real easy. You just take your cheese packet, open it up, and we'll dump it in there. There's enough butter in there melted with the evaporated milk or whatever you want to call it, condensed milk, whatever. And yeah. Evaporated, okay. I got my words mixed up, but poured 1 cup of evaporated milk with 1 cup of water and like some butter. There's our cheese powder. Let's go ahead and give this a stir, shall we? I'm going to take all that cheese powder that we have in here from the 2 packets, and we're going to mix it in there with all that butter and that milk. And we're just going to keep stirring it while it's on a nice hot heat of 8. That'll melt the butter in here a little bit faster. So keep stirring it. Keep stirring it. Keep stirring it. We're about to make some bomb-ass mac and cheese, or at least try to. I have no idea how it's going to turn out. I'm just throwing stuff together, so. And sometimes that's the fun of cooking YouTube, is just throwing stuff together and seeing how it's going to taste. You never know, you might come up with something pretty delicious. Okay, all that cheese sauce is mixed in there nicely. Now as that milk evaporates, all it's going to be left behind is a buttery. As that milk evaporates in the pan, all that's going to be left is a buttery, creamy cheese sauce for your noodles. So if you don't got like milk and butter, like regular milk and butter, you know, this works too. Alright. Now that the recipe's starting to come together a bit, I'm feeling a lot better about this. Like, I had to redo the video like 3 times. I had a bunch of outside factors messing with me. Cool, man. That's looking good. Now we're going to add a couple more things to it. Let's see. Ah. Some stovetop stuffing. And I'm thinking about maybe 2 or 3 packets of this stuffing should do it. Oh wait, never mind. Hold on. There's a bunch of stuff that goes in here now. It's like breadcrumbs. Okay, throwing the seasoning for the stuffing, or throwing our breadcrumbs on top of it. Push that down just a little bit. Yep. Alright. Throw this stuff away real quick. I'm painting wands, that's why I have the trash can in the living room. After throwing all the stuffing mixtures into the top of our pan, everything that came with that stuffing box, we're just going to throw it in the pan. Just like that. That's getting pretty full, man, but we should have just enough room to put a little bit of water on top, some more butter, some peanut butter and brown sugar. Just give it a stir and let it simmer on a meat like 4 minutes or like 5 minutes. Alright, so after dumping all the stovetop stuffing mixtures into our pan here, I'll give you a shot of that. Give you a shot of that real quick. Beautiful. Let's add some more ingredients to it, shall we? Yeah, let's go ahead and turn that down to a medium heat. There we go. Turn it down to a nice medium heat so it doesn't overboil. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the rest of this butter, bloop, right on top there, just like that. The rest of that butter I'm throwing a gob of peanut butter. Peanut butter will give it some sweetness, maybe some protein to go with it, you know. I think it'll taste good. Now I'm using a nice creamy peanut butter to mix in there. Like 2 big ass gobs of it right there, just for like a little bit of flavor. Maybe a little bit more. Like 3 to 4, 2, 3, 4 gobs of it. Get on there. Get the fuck on there. It's not wanting to come off, huh? There it goes. Yeah, that creamy peanut butter is delicious. Alright, so now we're done with our peanut butter. We're done with our butter. That's definitely a lot of peanut butter. I might add more to it here in a bit. I might not, but we'll start off with that. And then I'm going to add a pinch of brown sugar on top of this. A small chunk of it. There we go. This is a big enough chunk. It's a big enough chunk of brown sugar to break it up. And just for a hint of sweets, we're going to take this brown sugar and we're going to sprinkle it on top of our peanut butter. Yeah, maybe a little bit more. And we're going to sprinkle on top of our peanut butter and butter. There we go. Sprinkling there. Sprinkled. There we go. Now, let's take a look at our thing so far. Here's what we got. There's the stuffing mixture, there's the peanut butter, there's the butter, all that cheese. I turned it down to a medium heat so that way we could take and stir it up here. Kind of, yeah. I don't want to make a humongous mess. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to mix all that stuffing mixture with the butter and the stuffing mixture and the cheese and the mac and cheese and the peanut butter. All the ingredients we just put in here, we're gonna mix together. Gonna push all of our ingredients down and back up and all around. What the hell is he doing? Making some bomb-ass mac and cheese. What are you doing? The only thing that make this better is afterwards you added some like chunks of fully cooked beef and maybe like a little bit of bacon. Yeah, that would set this mac and cheese to the next level. But honestly, I'm not complaining. This looks like it'll be pretty tasty. You know what's funny about our society, YouTube? Now being PC is considered offensive. Like, oh great, it's 2019. We can't even make any jokes anymore. When literally we've been offended by everything else. We've literally been offended by everything else. And now the only thing left to get offended at is being offended. Literally, the only thing left to get offended at is just being offended. Now the idea of being PC is considered offensive. Like, oh, it's 2019. We can't even make jokes anymore. This is bullshit. And it's like, no, it's not about that. It's just about respect. You know? But what do you think, YouTube, of this stuffing mac and cheese monstrosity? Does that look good or does that look nasty? I don't know. I think it looks good. I want to add some more water to it and let it simmer for a bit. Because now I got it all mixed up. All that mac and cheese is mixed up into that stuffing. That didn't turn out too bad as I'm sitting here mixing it around. That looks kind of good, actually. Hold on, let me tell you. Let me have a smell of this, huh? Oh, dude. Oh, dude. That just smells amazing. I can smell the peanut butter. I can smell a hint of sweets. Savory, cheesy. Oh, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to set the camera down right here for a second. I'll grab a fork so I can... grab a fork here so I can scrape off the remnants of what I mixed around off of the deal here, off of my mixing spoon. Yeah. I might add like a little bit more water to the top of it, just to help that stuffing out a bit, so it's not so thick. That peanut butter and that butter is going to make it real thick. I'm going to try a sample of it real quick. Yep. Oh, that is crazy. The peanut butter and the mac and cheese together definitely work. Then you get a blast from that stuffing, and it's an interesting taste combination for sure. And then the hint of that stuffing is complemented with just a hint, just a small enough amount of brown sugar. I might add some more brown sugar to kind of even it out a bit. Because, yeah, that's good, but I'm going to add some more brown sugar to that. This is the fun of cooking, just experimenting, coming up with new stuff. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, so what I want to do now, I'm going to add some more brown sugar and some more water to it and let it simmer on that medium heat for a bit. Give it about maybe 5 minutes or so, maybe 4. Yeah. What is up, fellow YouTubers? Again, I hate to have cut my cooking video so short, but some jack-off telemarketer had to call me. A fucking telemarketer had to call me in the middle of my fucking video, and because I didn't put the fucking phone on airplane mode, it stopped the video. Really? That's one feature I don't like about this phone, is that if you're making a video and someone calls you, your video will stop. Really? Well, anyways, here's part 2 of this dank-ass recipe that we're making. That's looking pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna add, like I said before the video ended, before I was interrupted by some rude-ass telemarketers. I didn't even answer the fucking phone. Unknown caller. I already know who it's going to be. It's either going to be a stupid-ass troll from YouTube or some stupid-ass fucking telemarketer. Nope. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I tried a little bit of my dish before I finished cooking it, and the flavor combination is not bad. The peanut butter definitely complements the mac and cheese. So I want to add a little bit of more brown sugar to kind of balance out the flavor a bit. Because the smell of, or not the smell, excuse me, but the taste of that, stuffing mixture is pretty sharp. Like it's got a vegetable-y sort of stuffing taste. And to kind of cut that taste a little bit with a little bit of sweet and save, so I'm going to add some more brown sugar on the top here. Not too much because we don't want it to be too sweet. Making dank-ass mac and cheese, part 2. Okay, dank mac and cheese, part 1. Now this is part 2. Like I am trying to cook, I'm coming up with my own recipes here, and people gotta fuck with my creative flow. I don't think so. No, hell to the no. And now that we got just enough brown sugar in there to kind of cut the taste of the stuffing with a little bit of sweet, that'll complement that peanut butter and that cheese. Awesome sauce. Now, do I have any freaking salt? No, of course I don't. Shit. That's alright, we'll make do. I got something else we can use. I got something else we can use. But take a sprinkle of regular white sugar and throw it in there instead of the salt. And grab a nice small handful of white sugar and just sprinkle it on top. There we go. Just a little bit of that white sugar on top. We don't need a whole lot. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, I'll show you what it looks like before I add the water and we let it simmer. Mix it around, let it simmer. Again, I have no idea how this is going to taste, but so far as I'm tasting it, as I make it, I can't say I'm not unhappy with the taste, because I like it. I mean, it's alright, but we're going to perfect it here. I can't say I'm happy or unhappy. I'm kind of neutral about it. Like, okay, hold on a second. What can we do here? What can we do here to balance these flavors out, make it taste good? And here's all the mixture of that sugar and brown sugar on top. That is beautiful. Maybe add just a pinch more butter and mix it around. That's kind of my bad anyways. I wanted to have this whole cooking video done in one solid sweep, but because I didn't put my phone on airplane mode, of course yeah, it's alright though. Be like a cliffhanger, like, ooh, what's this, you know. So go ahead and drop that on top, just like that, and add some more, mix it around, add some more water, let it simmer, put on the heat for a minute. Alright, so I added some more butter to it. I want to mix that in one more time, one more good solid mix. And then we're going to add some water to it, and I'm going to let it simmer for a couple of minutes on that medium heat, just so all that stuffing gets cooked up. Let's go ahead and stir that last bit of butter with that brown sugar and regular sugar into it. And you're probably thinking to yourself, this fucking guy and his weird ass recipes. You know, don't knock it till you try it. That's all I gotta say. And I mean, I've come up with stranger things in my life, so I mean, this doesn't seem that too far out of the ordinary. I mean, all that sugar is gonna caramelize onto that stuffing. It's gonna add a little bit of sweetness to that, you know, otherwise classic stuffing taste, you know. So I want to take and mix that butter and that sugar and that brown sugar all up in here. Mix it around, mix it around, mix it around town. Mix it, okay, that was a SpongeBob reference. Bring it around town. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Don't even start that. SpongeBob, you say? Holy shit, Patrick, this looks good.
Dude, I don't know, SpongeBob. That gothic King Cobra's a fucking autistic retard.
Well, at least he's not a fat pink loser.
Oh, fuck you, SpongeBob.
Nah, fuck you, Patrick. No, fuck both of you. Screw you, Squidward. Your clarinet sucks. I could do parodies of all these cartoons. It'd be fucking hilarious, and you know it would. Anyways, after stirring all the ingredients together nicely, of course, and trying to take the contents of the bowl or the pan here and mix it all around. Mix it all around. I'm gonna put it down onto a 2 for the heat. So practically one step from being on simmer, just for a second. And then I want to add a little bit more water on top, just for that stuffing. But right now I'm getting all that mac and cheese and stuffing mixed in together with that peanut butter, that butter, and all that other good stuff. Fucking goddamn telemarketers. That's kind of my fault. Like, I should have put my phone on airplane mode, but I didn't think. I was just so eager to make this recipe. I'm like, how is this going to turn out? So hopefully my fans won't mind a part tour, which I don't think they will. Yo. Hold the phone. Yo. That stuffing is bomb, yo. That sugar and that butter, cutting that stuffing with a little bit of sweetness. Oh yeah. Oh, hell to the yeah. That is what's up. Okay. I mean, this recipe did not take that long to make, and relatively speaking, you know, it really did not. I'm gonna add some water to the top of it real quick. Alright, so just a little bit more water. I didn't fill up the whole pan, just enough to kind of... There we go. This will make the stuffing. And now that we got the water in there, again, this is for the stuffing. Because you use butter and a little bit of water and you can make stuffing. It don't take that much. People think, oh well, you gotta be some kind of 5-star chef to make this. I'm like, no, you don't. Now the water will help cut the sauce that's congealed with that cheese and that peanut butter and that butter and all that other good stuff. So like a little bit of water in there just below the surface of the stuffing, and kind of mix it around a bit. That'll help break that stuffing up and make it easier to eat. Make it easier to serve too. So kind of get in there, mix it around, mix the water in there. Alright. Hoo-hoo-wee. I'm not gonna lie, this is looking pretty good. Okay, I'll give you a close-up of this. This did require 2 hands. That's why you had to kind of watch from the side. But look at that. Look at that. All the cheese from the mac and cheese. Everything just mixed together beautifully. Turn that stove on to medium. And I'll let this simmer on medium heat for a couple minutes, just so that water dissolves a bit. Actually, I might turn it up a little bit. Not too much more, like, yeah. I'm gonna put it on 8. So just a little bit. That'll speed things up a bit. It's all mushed together beautifully. Just did exactly what I wanted it to do. All the cheese mixed with the stuffing and the macaroni. Oh yeah. This is looking pretty good, yo. Still uploading cooking, or blah. Still gonna be uploading this cooking video, part 1. This is part 2, kind of finishing it up and trying it. I don't know, YouTube, what do you think? Would you eat it? And I don't want to overcook anything, so this is just about done. As that water mixes with the stuffing, I'm stirring it around, stirring it around, stirring it around, stirring. Oh shit! I'm making a mess. We'll clean that up. Here. Clean out my stove burner. All right, put that on simmer. All right, turn it up to all the way to 8, and now that water is just about boiled down completely that we just added. Some of that water that we added in there earlier, you see that? All that water we added on top of our stuffing boiled down to like the bottom of the pan where all that cheesy sauce is originally made. Now that we got the water boiled down, I'm going to sit here and kind of mix this up a bit more here. As we're finishing the final mixing process, it's nice and clumpy, chunky. Yeah. Now if that peanut butter will add some protein to the mix. I mean, this is actually a pretty vegan recipe. I don't see any meat in here. Okay, that was a bad joke. I'm sorry. Not sorry. I mean, if you're one of those die-hard vegans that doesn't even eat dairy, then I don't know. But, yeah, here we go. We got mac and cheese and stuffing ready to go. I'll be eating good for the next 2 days. That's for sure. There we go. Kind of go like that. Beautiful. I'll let that sit on simmer for a little bit longer, and then we'll take it off the stove and we'll eat it. I'm gonna have to take that burner out of the oven and clean it because I got some of that stuffing in there by accident, but that's easy enough to clean up. That's easy enough to clean up. Boom, YouTube, that's looking pretty good. It smells good too. I've certainly cooked worse ass food. Weirder food at that. Alright, tubes. This dank mac and cheese is just about done. Give it a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. I'm going to end up here in a second. The last step at this point is after it's done simmering, turn the stove off, take it off the stove, and put some on a plate, and then put the rest in the fridge for later. Just that simple. Oh, still waiting for my night video to upload, and do-it-yourself wand video to upload. Yeah. So I got video content coming out like crazy today. Filling up a glass of water real quick. Ooh, come on. There we go. We're right back, YouTube. I want to let it simmer for just a couple more seconds, and then I'm going to take it off the stove and put some on a plate and try it. Alright, YouTube, let's put it on a plate. Turn the stove off. Transfer it to a cold burner. And, yeah, I don't like the idea of that burner. Hold on a second. One of my stoves burners, like I said, need to be washed out, so I'll wash that out real quick. I wanted to get that stuffing out of there because that was in the stove burner. Like, what is that shit? I'm gonna go ahead and clean up any mess that I might have made around the stove here. Oh, look at that! I spilled some of that milk in a can on the stove, and god damn it. Before we get to enjoying our delicious new recipe, YouTube, let's clean up our mess the best we can. Believe me, YouTube, I have a way of messing with telemarketers that's so gold, you don't even know the half of it. And the best part is when I do it, most of them fall for it within like the first 5 minutes. They're thinking they're talking to a real person. But every time they fucking harass me, like if it's somebody who wants to sell me health insurance, I pretend to be an 84-year-old man who smokes and he's in the best health of his life. It's hilarious. Like, hey, how you doing? Like some chick called me, she's like, hi, my name is, like when I got that freaking, press this number to talk to a sales representative. I'm like, boop. Thank you for calling. Da 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 da. This is Tiffany. So I'm understanding you're looking for some insurance, and I'm just like, oh, Tiffany, huh? That's my granddaughter's name. That's a pretty name. Well, I don't really need health insurance. I mean, I smoke and I'm in the best shape of my life. Kind of thing. Freaking. I got Columbia pens, so I don't need health insurance. You sound like my granddaughter. You sound like a really nice lady. Just going off on her, And eventually they either think it's a real person, or they realize, hey, I'm being fucked with here, and they hang up. I'm like, I could just say, please put me on your do not call list. But what fun is that? What's the fun of just saying, hey, just put me on your do not call list, please? That's kind of boring, And the way I figure it, YouTube, if they're going to fuck with me, I'm going to fuck with them right back. The best part of it is when they think it's a real person. Like, that shit makes me laugh. one time, YouTube, someone called trying to sell me car insurance. And they asked me, well, is this going to be hard for you to pay for? And I'm like, oh no, good man, I have several automobiles. I'm very rich, you see, that kind of thing. So like, yeah, I might have taken it to a next level trolling right there, but I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, dude, are you gonna fucking harass me and waste my cell phone minutes just to try to sell me some shit I don't want? Screw you. Alright. I mean, yeah, this dank mac and cheese recipe that I made didn't turn out half bad. I mean, it looks pretty good. I want to put some on a plate, YouTube, and we'll sit down and have a bite. See how it do.
Oh, can you cook something else besides bacon, cheeseburgers, and pizza?
Well, I could, I suppose. I mean, I'm not sure what I'd make, but I'm being sarcastic, of course. Like, I don't know how much more sarcastic I could be. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Do it nice. I don't need a whole lot to start out. I can always come back for seconds. And I give it a stir. Give it a stir, and then let it sit on the. Sit back here for a minute. On the, yeah. Just let it sit on a cold stove burner. We should be fine. All right. Grab ourselves a fork. Okay, YouTube. Here's the results of our dank mac and cheese with stuffing. I'm not gonna lie, it does smell kind of good. It's got this, like, two biggest smells you can smell are the stuffing and the peanut butter. And then you get this slight cheesy sweet scent followed by it. All right. Let's see how this dank mac and cheese do. Oh, fuck yeah, that's good. Pardon my French, but yeah, dude, I can get down with that. Hot. It's fresh off the stove. That's hot. That was so easy to make, YouTube. You don't even know. Kick-ass mac and cheese in like literally minutes. I get the bite from that stuffing, that savory bite from the stuffing. And then I'm hit with the sweetness of the sugar. And then I get the buttery, cheesy goodness of that noodle. All coming together very nicely. Would I keep this recipe from my arsenal of recipes? Absolutely. This is pretty good. Dude, you took some beef and some bacon, already cooked, chop it up, put it in here with this stuff. Man, that'll take it to the next level. But right now, this is already some next level shit. So even without the beef and the bacon, and this is literally how our recipes were formed. People just saying, I wonder how this and this and this and this would look and taste mixed together. And there's your answer. Definitely not too much peanut butter. There's just enough to give it some flavor that you can actually taste a hint of it. Which is good because, yeah, surprisingly, the peanut butter and the stuffing combination, not too bad. But adding like a little bit of sugar to kind of cut the flavors a bit. Yeah. This right here, I don't know what the fuck you'd call it. Just dank mac and cheese, I guess. Part 1 and part 2. I gotta get it uploaded to my desktop with these videos. I'm not gonna waste my bandwidth uploading videos. There you go. If I get hungry, I'll be eating this. Until it's all gone. And that's a pretty big pan too. I didn't realize, you know, after adding the 2 boxes of noodles, that right there is big enough to feed a couple people, dude. That's no lie. Yeah, the peanut butter definitely complements the mac and cheese very nicely. It definitely adds an interesting contrast to that stuffing. Like, it's a weird taste combination, but I like it. Well, there you have it, YouTube. Dank mac and cheese. If you please. I'm gonna put this in the fridge along with my pan of goodness, or pot of goodness, yeah. Yeah, I'm not letting this go to waste. Shit, if Alex were here, I'd give him some. He'd probably try it. I'd be like, hey, bro, check this out. You ever seen anything like this? I've learned to come to ease with that kind of thing, YouTube, but I'm just saying. I've come to peace with the passing of my friend as best as I could. You know, I've come to terms with the passing of my friend as best as I could, and I've grieved and done what I needed to do and everything. But when someone who's 4 years younger than you dies, it really puts things into perspective. And maybe some applesauce to kind of go with it. Why not? Like, what kind of side dish would you par with it? Maybe some applesauce. Let's see how I do it with the... Oh, hell yeah. Yep, I would serve applesauce with it, because that's good. I mean, as far as having like dessert goes, applesauce is a lot healthier. Not that I care. Oh, hell yeah. To be truthful, I haven't had applesauce in a long time. I can't remember the last time I had applesauce, and yep, that takes me back. There we go. Well, that's the last of that cup. I'm gonna put this fork, put it in the sink. I can always reuse a clean fork for that plate when I want to eat on it, so. Oh, crap. Well, that was definitely a tasty lunch. I'm not gonna lie, that definitely hit the spot. I'll be eating that for lunch and dinner the next 2 days, which today and tomorrow, which shit, I don't mind. Not one bit. That dish is definitely designed to be rather filling. Excuse me. Ooh, even my burps tasted good. I have notorious bad luck with can openers. I don't know what it is about can openers, but like unless I get one of those automatic can openers that you plug into the wall, then I'm pretty much, you know what I'm saying. I don't know what it is, man. Like every time I go to open a can with a can opener, it never works right for me. I literally have better luck stabbing the can open with a knife and peeling the lid apart. The last can opener I had broke, so I threw it away. And I got a new can opener, which I'm having trouble figuring out, so that could be why I was having issues with it earlier, but that's alright. I mean, you think to yourself, it's so simple. It's just a bloody can opener. It's not like you're building a fucking rocket. I know, right? That's what I'm thinking, and yet still I sit here feeling stupid as all hell because I can't open a simple can of milk. Ugh. But once I got the food in my stomach, I'm like, oh, okay, that's better. I'm not so hangry anymore. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, there we go. Ah, magnificent. I definitely needed some tobacco in my life. That's the thing about smoking out of a pipe. You're not getting ashes all over the place. With cigarettes, you gotta constantly ash them in a tray. But the ashes in a pipe, they just stay in the bowl, see? So that's one advantage to smoking out of a pipe, at least. You know, as the ashes stay in the bowl, you're not getting ashes all over the place. Well, YouTube, I guess I'll leave you with it. I guess I got 4 new videos coming to my channel. And I can't just keep producing content like every day. You know, I gotta stop with these 4 videos that I have and not make any more videos for YouTube, at least until those videos are uploaded. Otherwise, you know, but yeah, that dish was pretty good. People say they're saying, "Oh, can you cook something else besides a bacon cheeseburger stuffed with junk food?" Sure, how's this for food? Everyone's a fucking critic, man, and we're all the biggest critics of ourselves. Ain't that the truth? So, I'm going to end this here video and get these 2 cooking videos uploaded to my desktop, so that way, because I'm pretty sure the fans are going to want a cooking video while I make wands. Anyways, tubes, thank you for watching. I'll catch you later.